Welcome to the Art Lady's home. Today we're making an Italian gnocchi soup with kale and sausage, serving it with crusty bread. We'll be needing for the first ingredients some sausage. You can use Italian sausage or regular ground sausage, and some Italian seasoning. And I'm using a very large sweet onion. Those are our first three ingredients. For the Italian gnocchi soup, I just cooked up some sausage, a pound of pork sausage. It was caseless, it just came ground. And I cooked that up well and added a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. And now I'm going to saute in one pretty large sweet onion. Now I'm adding a half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. And to that pot, I'm going to add 6 cups of water and 2 tablespoons of Better Than Bouillon base, which is a chicken flavor base. The soup has now reached a boil, so I'm going to throw in my gnocchi. And I'm using this package of gnocchi here. And I'm going to go ahead and break it up a little bit. It's kind of stuck together a bit. I'll cover it and then I will cook it until the gnocchi's done. Right now I'm going to go ahead and add some chopped kale, and I put it on my cutting board, and any pieces that are pretty big, I'm just going to look through it quickly, and any pieces that are really big, I'm just going to break them in half. I want it to be about a half a teaspoon size kale. And I'm going to add 4 generous handfuls like this packed with kale, because I like a lot of kale. So add it to your taste. Plus I've got this huge bag of it here that I want to eat up. So I'm putting a lot in my soup. As soon as the gnocchis are floating to the top, I'm going to add my kale. And they're cooking pretty good. Right there. Okay, so to the soup, I am now adding, let's make sure that they're floating pretty good. We're going to cook them longer anyways. So I'm going to add my kale right here. And I'm just going to kind of leave it on top and let the gnocchi finish up cooking. Right in here. And so we're going to add our 4 big handfuls. Now I'm going to add the rest of the kale. I did pick off any of the hard stems because I don't like those in my soup. And so I'm going to go ahead, and then that's 3 handfuls and 4 handfuls. It used about half a bag, and with the remainder of my kale, I'm going to go ahead and make some garlicky kale chips, I think, with the bag. That way I'm not wasting my kale. Once it opens up, it seems to go quicker. So I want to use up that. And I'm going to cover this. Let's just put it through the liquid here. I'm going to throw in a teaspoon of garlic powder as well. And then I'm going to cover this for a few minutes. Here's actually it's a garlic salt. And then I'm adding a teaspoon of onion powder right here. And then I added some garlic salt. If you just have garlic powder, that's fine. I just happen to have the garlic salt, so I put that in. I don't like salting my soups. I only like salting the bowls. I salt very little. Plus that sausage is going to be salty too. But that's what I had on hand. I may even put in some crushed garlic as well, because you know you can never go wrong with more garlic. The more the merrier. I have some chopped up garlic already. I'll add a tablespoon of that as well. I'm also adding a table of this minced up garlic. A tablespoon of that. You can do it in the beginning too when you do your onions as well. You can put it in the beginning. I'm just throwing it in now because we forgot. Now I'm going to go ahead and add 3 cups of a plant-based milk. This is almond milk. You can add any kind of milk you like. I just like, we don't do dairy, so we do very little dairy. This just gives it a little creamy taste to it. And as soon as that's heated up, it'll be ready to serve. I want to bring it back to a, you know, a light simmer. Right there. Let me do a little taste. You want to make sure the broth is good. Yeah, it's really flavorful, very flavorful. Okay, so I'm going to heat that up, and we're done. And here is the final soup. It came out delicious. It's packed with flavor. And I actually put a little bit more kale in too, because I do like lots of kale. And I'm serving it with this crusty bread here. And it is a ciabatta. I believe it's a ciabatta. Let me see on the pack. Yes. And it's a perfect combination. So bon appetit. And if you have not already subscribed, I would appreciate it if you'd subscribe. Let me know in the comments how yours came out.